People are turning to social media almost before they're turned anywhere. You're looking, when I hear about something, I almost always, before I even Google it, I almost always go to Twitter and check Twitter and see what's going on and see if there's
DuckDuckGo it.
DuckDuckGo?
Have you heard of that one?
No, what's that?
It's like a privacy-focused search engine. It's like pretty much the only privacy alternative to Google. It's like this idea that we say, oh, just Google it.
Right.
Like, why do we, our whole process has been to like purge proprietary surveillance tools from our company. And I've been trying to do it myself, like getting off Facebook, getting off Twitter, getting off Instagram. It's just like they're so abusive to everybody. And it's like there's brilliant people who work there. I mean, Instagram is such a well-designed app. Are you kidding me? It's beautiful. But
so what do you think is abusive about it, particularly? Let's start with Twitter.
They're all the same.
They're all the same?
Yeah.
Do you think they're all the same because they're all gigantic businesses?
Yeah. And they're all the same because none of them share their source code. And they all spy on everybody. And they don't show you what is happening behind the scenes. They don't show you what the code's doing. So like in that note I wrote to you the other day, it's like I compare it to like food transparency. 50 years ago nobody thought about that. And then 20 years ago everyone's like, I want to know what's in my food. Why wouldn't you want to know what's in your apps?
Yeah.
I mean, it's super sketchy what they're doing.
But how so? Like what's super sketchy?
We don't know, but we know that they're spying on everyone and tracking you everywhere you go. They're targeting things at you based on physical location, browser history. Even when you're not on those websites, they're following you around where you're going on the internet.
Right. And so some people accept that for this free search engine with free email and things along those lines. They accept the fact that a certain percentage of what they're doing is not going to be private. Mm-hmm. Or at least their searches are not going to be private. Like say if you search, like you're thinking about buying a Jeep and you search Jeeps, you look at 2019 Jeep, and then all of a sudden all your Google ads are about Jeeps.
Right.
They're like, we know you're thinking about a Jeep, Bill.
And I don't think that makes people want to spend more time on Google and Facebook. It freaks
What do you think it does?
out.
Do you think it freaks them out?
I think that we're just numb to it, and so we accept it.
Yeah,
but
I think it's more that.
Yeah, and so there's all different layers of like what we use with your browsers, your apps, your operating system, your food, your government, your energy. Like all of this technology has code that's associated with it. So, and when you open up your computer, when you sign into a browser, when you open up an app, you are empowering that app. That's how the apps of the world become huge, monstrous corporations, is because we all use them every day.
Right.
So if you switch from, Mac OS to like GNU Linux or like Debian or Ubuntu, if you use Brave or Firefox, if you, DuckDuckGo is actually proprietary, which is annoying, but they are very privacy focused. And then there's apps, there's Minds, there's all sorts. There's other open source decentralized social networks out there that we can potentially federate with. There's really cool new interesting protocols like DAT and IPFS that are like more torrent style backend. So there's actually no servers in a giant warehouse like Facebook and Google. It's fully peer-to-peer. And we're trying to balance it because it's not like decentralization equals good and centralization equals bad. But like, in order to get a sweet app like Instagram style, you need servers to like process video. And so the tech is still sort of immature in the fully peer-to-peer, like, Bitcoin style internet, but we're definitely getting there. And I just think it's important for people to use things that are transparent to them and respecting our freedom. Yeah,
I think one of the problems with these giant companies is that once they become big, you kind of use them as a default, and it's very difficult to get people to communicate with you off of them. It's hard to say, hey man, I'm launching this new social media app. I would imagine you could speak to this. I'm launching this new social media app, and I want you to join it. People are like, but I'm already on fucking Facebook. I'm already on Google. I'm already on Instagram. I don't want to do that, man. It's too much extra.
And we make it a million times harder for ourselves because we're not scooping into people's contacts and taking all their information.
That you're not.
We're
Minds.
not. No.
Okay.
So like when you give your address book to an app,
Who does that?
most apps,
You got to be an asshole.
no, but when you say, oh, I want to find my friends who are on this app, and you share your contacts,
But you're not supposed to do that.
you're not supposed to do that, yeah. But most people do, and your friends didn't give you permission to give Facebook their phone number.
Do you do that?
I probably used to, like 7-8 years ago, whatever, but I don't do it anymore.
I always say the same thing when it pops up. Get the fuck out of here. That's always what I say. Would you like to share your contacts? Get the fuck out of here. No, you can't have my contacts, you asshole. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Facebook is a weird one, man. It's such a sneaky one. Facebook and like all this the congressional hearings and the inner workings of it all, and the fact that it profits off of outrage, so it wants people to argue. Like the AI, the computer learning specifically wants people to have like contentious debates about things because that keeps their eyes focused on the website. Mm-hmm. And if your eyes are focused on Facebook, then those Facebook ads are very valuable. It's really fascinating, man.
I think the outrage is unavoidable on any network. It's more, are you gonna take down? They're taking down outrage.
Some, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, and it just seems so inconsistent and subjective.